Cornish Game Hens with garlic herb butter. But don't let the fancy names scare you, they're just little chickens. I'll show you how to prepare these little beauties perfectly from prep to plate. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about hens. What does that mean? Well, we're making Cornish Game Hens with garlic herb butter. So you're probably wondering, what is Cornish Game Hen? Cornish Game Hen is just a young little chicken, usually 3 to 4 months old, weighs less than a pound. They're very light on flavor, they're very tender, but they're also a blank canvas for all kinds of things. Now we're making this today with garlic herb butter, and that's what we're going to start with. In my bowl here, I have 2 sticks, 8 ounces, 226 grams of salted butter that is soft. Now, why am I using salted butter? It's just going to add to the flavor. The salt is already through it already, so I don't have to worry about mixing it in. To this, we're going to add some garlic powder. This is 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. Why am I using garlic powder? Not fresh. This has a nice garlic flavor. But if I want to use this butter on, say, some nice warm bread later, the raw garlic is going to be too much. Plus, this will mix through just as easily. Right in our bowl. Now I said garlic herb butter. For my herbs, I'm using chives. This is 2 tablespoons of fresh chives that I just chopped up. If you can't find chives, you could use parsley or cilantro, whatever you like. Right in. One more flavor to add, and that's lemon. This is the zest of 1 lemon, and it's not going to make it a lemony butter, but it's going to add a nice burst of flavor. Now we just want to mix this thoroughly to combine it. I'm doing this by hand today with a fork because my butter is pretty soft. You could do this in a food processor if you wanted. Now, it's time to form this into a log. We're going to do that by using a sheet of plastic wrap. And this is very easy. You just use the plastic wrap and kind of squish it and roll it into that log shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. And there we go. Super simple. Now, I'm going to put this in the fridge until it firms up. The great thing is you can make this days and days in advance. I have one here that I made a couple of days ago. Here it is. Now I've sliced some that we're going to use in the chicken, and then the others are cut in pieces. We're going to take one of these chunks and melt it to brush over the chicken later. Into my little pan, over low heat, just to melt this. Now it's time to prepare the hens. I have 2 hens here, and you see they look a little different. This one is spatchcocked, and we're going to do the same thing to this. And what is spatchcock? All we did was we cut out the backbone and flattened it out so you get a nice even thickness of the hen. I'll show you how easy it is. We take your little hen, flip it over so the breast side is down, and then the backbone is here. Nice sharp kitchen shears, and you just follow the backbone and cut right through the ribs. Turn that around and do it on the other side. Now, you could save this for stock if you wanted, or you can discard. Now we want to flatten this out. We're going to flip it over, push down, and it just flattens. Sometimes you might need to help it with a knife and cut through a little part of this bone here, but with these little guys, it's pretty easy. Now we want to season the bottom of our hens with salt and pepper. I've already done this one. And I have here some salt and pepper in a dish because I'm touching the chicken. I don't want to cross-contaminate by using my little shakers. Nice amount of salt and pepper. Now, the bottom of my spatchcocked hen is nice and seasoned. We need to add some more flavor. Take your finger, gently loosen the skin on the breast. Just like that. Do that on both sides. Be careful, it's a little delicate. Now, the skin does tear. You can secure it with toothpicks later. Now, this butter that we have that's all sliced, we're going to take a slice, put it right under the skin, just like that. Takes a little moment to work in. Be patient, be gentle. And we're going to do that on the other side too. Right in. Now, into our pan, I'll do the other one. We're almost ready, but we're not done yet adding flavor. Remember that butter I melted? We're going to take it, and we're just going to brush it over the chicken. Just like this. This is going to help it brown, be nice and golden, and add more of that garlic and herb flavor. Now be generous, don't be skimpy. You may not need to use all of this, but don't be shy. That's pretty good. Just going to give these a little tiny bit more salt and pepper. I know it's salted butter, but we want to have lots of flavor. A little bit of salt on each. And a little bit of pepper. Now, as I said earlier, I have these little dishes, and since I'm touching chicken and reaching into them, the salt and pepper is going to go into the trash. Now, these are ready for the oven. I'm going to roast these at 350 degrees or 180 Celsius until they reach an internal temperature of 160 Fahrenheit, which is 71 Celsius. I'm going to start checking them at around 30 minutes. But before I take these to the oven, I need to go wash my chickeny hands. Here we are out of the oven. Now, it took about 40 minutes in my oven, and that took it to 160, and I pulled it out, carryover cooking, took this up to 165. I let it rest for 10 whole minutes, and that brought it up to 165, which is 73 Celsius. Let's give it a little taste. Now, this should be very tender, so I should be able to just pull this apart. Look at that. Fall off the bone. And let's move this little wing out of the way. Wow. That butter under the skin soaked into the meat of the breast. It's garlicky, herby, full of flavor. Now you notice some of the skin isn't as golden as you might think it might be, and that's because of that butter. It's just soaked into it and made it so delicious. I think I need one more bite. Let's try this. Amazing. Simply amazing. I need a little wine to wash this down. If you like this episode, sign up for our newsletter and get the recipes in your inbox. Then, help us grow the channel by hitting the subscribe button, smashing that like button, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss an episode. All right, this is going to be our dinner tonight, and I'm going to go serve the rest of the hens to my family. While I do that, I want you to sit back, relax, and watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, everyone, cheers.